Pro Football player Travis Kelce is pressed for time during the football season. So he does two things at once. Whether it's grilling while mowing.
Two things at once!
Or getting this season's updated COVID-19 shot at the same visit as his flu shot.
Two things at once.
You can be like Travis and ask your pharmacist about getting this season's COVID-19 shot at the same visit as your flu shot, if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Muairce.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you very much for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast. So, we're going to start off with a little story today. So, when my wife and we started dating, I was working and she was working. This is when we first started dating, late 90s. And at that particular time, she had already gotten her bachelor's degree. Now, mind you, she is 3 years older than I am. She had already received her bachelor's degree. I had not. I had gone to work right after high school. I had picked up a few little skills here and there. I had imagined myself going back to school eventually. And in the mindset, I was going to go to school. I was going to go for originally business management. So I had decided that, you know what, I'm going to look into these schools, try to figure out which way I'm going to go, and figure out how it would best benefit me in my journey of being gainfully employed. But in the process, I had found, and this is going to be a little long, I guess. In the process, I had found some certificate type programs where I was going to go get A+ certified because I was already fixing computers. I was already self-taught, and all right, I'm gonna go and continue to fix computers. I'm gonna go get A+ certified, so forth and so on. It was a correspondence type school where they I can't remember what it was called, Smart Certify or something like that. And so they sent me a quite a few at that time CDs. I don't know what they were at that time, but I was able to interact with the software to learn what I needed to be A+ certified. Then she said, well, Muairce, I'm not sure if this is the right way to go. Now, mind you, this is the early 2000s, so I guess this was the first virtual learning experience that I had. But then she said, all right, if that's not helping you, maybe you need to be in a classroom setting. So then at that time, I had gone to Kaplan University. So in Kaplan, I really decided, you know what, I am going to go into business information systems or something like that. And I realized that the going to school and family was a really hard. And so I didn't do very well in school. We had some other challenges going on, newly married, new kid, number one, new kid, number two. She started going back to school for her master's degree. So it was difficult. I left school. I kept saying I'm not willing to make these sacrifices. I'm not willing to make these changes. I'm not willing, right? And then I had decided to go to DeVry University. I said, you know what? I'm going to do computer information systems. I've been doing computer repair. The business stuff is not working out. So, but I can intertwine it, right? So I decided to go to DeVry University. I have some classes in person, some classes virtually again. And again, I was in a position where it just was not working out. I had gotten sick. So I left DeVry University and my corporate America job. And that was in 2010, 9 or 10. Okay. So she said to me, now mind you, while I'm at DeVry, she kept telling me, Maurice, maybe you consider community college. And she said it would be cheaper, all that type of stuff. And I kept selling to her, I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that. Then one morning, when all that was done, I was laying home because I was sick. I was stressed out. I had been dealing with vertigo, and come to find out, my tonsils was holding in all the bacteria in my body, and I was getting sick very badly. And I was not in a position to do too much anything, and I was becoming less motivated and becoming a shell of myself, if you will. So I don't know exactly what happened. I can't remember exactly the exact moment, but I do remember waking up one morning and saying to myself, I am willing to try what my wife has advised, which is going to community college. So it was not that bad. I was able to go to school for business administration. Ultimately, and I stayed with it. I was moving along, and as I was finishing up my business administration classes, because I was able to transfer some from my other two schools, yada, yada, yada. And so, but I was still working towards my 60 credits to get my degree from the community college. So I was able to throw in some other classes, being graphic design, web design, things like that, other things that I was really interested in. And then I was able to get my degree. And so what I'm getting at is I had a moment of epiphany, right? Of saying I am willing to take the advice of what someone had mentioned. I am willing to let go of control for this one moment, see what's going on with this, and allow something to grow from this. Because it's all it is an opportunity. All it is another option. How many of you are willing to make that statement, I am willing to do this. I am willing to do that. Instead of saying I am unwilling to change because of what you thought was a negative thought or a negative vibe, a negative presence of going or doing this one particular thing, i.e. going to community college. There were people that I listened to at work that talked about people going to community college and, oh yeah, they're not that smart and things like that or whatever else. But let's understand that for some individuals, that is the best way to go. It's a cheaper route. You could transfer to a 4-year school. Guess what? I'm a testament to that by going to Fox School of Business at Temple University. So let's not look at how something can hold you back because it has a negative connotation to it, right? You want to take that information and say, you know what, I am willing to do this to get to my next step, to get to my next adventure, to get to my next job, my next car, my next house, whatever it is, I am willing to do it to get out of my situation. I am willing ultimately to get out this bed, to get dressed, to get out, and doing what I need to do to get moving. Now, this is one thing that I had to learn, and it was reiterated in the book of the Unf Yourself book by Gary Bishop. It was something that I had to remind myself that, hey, I am beyond this situation. I am beyond this headspace of being negative and not unmotivated, that I needed something to do. And in that, I was able to hear what another individual had said, take that into a positive for me. Now, I don't feel as accomplished as other individuals who have bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, doctorate degrees. You do sometimes have to talk yourself into, I'm at this table because of who I am, not because of what that paper is behind my name. I am willing to stand up to anybody, anywhere, because I am confident in me and what I bring to this table. Today, are you willing to say, let's go?
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.